Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
The figure of Mary Magdalene has fascinated historians, theologians, and lay people alike for centuries. Often portrayed as a repentant sinner, a devoted disciple, or even a secret bride of Jesus Christ in various popular myths, her true story remains cloaked in mystery and conjecture. While Western Christian traditions have shaped much of what the world knows about Mary Magdalene, some of the most intriguing and least explored narratives about her come not from European texts but from ancient Ethiopian scriptures. These texts, nestled deep within the Ethiopian Orthodox Church's vast collection of sacred writings, offer an enigmatic glimpse into Mary Magdalene's life, suggesting a version of her story that differs significantly from mainstream Christian traditions. This article explores the hidden layers of Mary Magdalene's life as revealed in Ethiopian Scripture, seeking to uncover truths long obscured by centuries of theological debate and cultural reinterpretation. Mary Magdalene's prominence in Christian history is unquestionable. According to the canonical Gospels, she was among Jesus' most faithful followers, the first witness to his resurrection, and key figure in early Christian communities. Yet, much of her life before and after these biblical events remains vague or unmentioned in traditional texts. Western Christianity, especially since the Middle Ages, has often conflated her identity with that of other women in the Bible, particularly the unnamed sinful woman who anointed Jesus' feet, thereby casting her in the role of a repentant prostitute, a portrayal unsupported by early Christian writings but immensely popular in later Christian art and literature. This obscuration has led many scholars to question what historical facts about Mary Magdalene have been suppressed, misinterpreted, or lost entirely. Turning to Ethiopia, one of the oldest Christian nations in the world, reveals a rich tapestry of ancient scripture that might provide fresh perspectives on Mary Magdalene. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, which traces its origins back to the 4th century CE, preserves a canon of biblical and apocryphal texts not found in Western Christianity. Among these texts is the Gospel of Mary, the Acts of Mary, and a collection of local traditions that integrate her story into Ethiopia's religious heritage. Ethiopian Christianity has long revered Mary Magdalene not merely as a disciple, but as a saint of profound spiritual power and wisdom. Remarkably, Ethiopian sources sometimes place Mary Magdalene alongside Jesus' family and apostles in roles that emphasize her leadership and sanctity rather than moral fallibility. The earliest known references to Mary Magdalene in Ethiopian texts come from the Ethiopian Synaxarium, a compilation of hagiographies and feast days that honors saints and martyrs. The Synaxarium describes Mary Magdalene's journey after the resurrection in ways that differ from Western accounts. Ethiopian tradition holds that after Jesus' ascension, Mary Magdalene traveled to Ethiopia itself, where she preached the gospel, converted local peoples, and established a Christian community. This version of her life aligns with a broader Ethiopian Christian narrative that asserts a direct link to early Christianity through apostolic missions, most famously through the Apostle Philip's encounter with the Ethiopian eunuch, as recounted in the Acts of the Apostles 8:26-40. Furthermore, the Gospel of Mary, a Gnostic text discovered in the 19th and 20th centuries, though not originally Ethiopian, gained particular reverence in Ethiopian Christianity because of its alternative depiction of Mary Magdalene's role in Jesus' inner circle. In this text, Mary is portrayed as a visionary and teacher who received special revelations from Jesus, often positioned in opposition to Peter and the other male apostles. Ethiopian Christians preserved and interpreted these ideas through their theological lens, emphasizing Mary's spiritual authority and elevating her status within the Church's mystical traditions. Ethiopian manuscripts also include unique iconographic representations of Mary Magdalene that depict her clothed in regal vestments, often holding a cross or a scroll, symbols of her evangelistic mission. This iconography contrasts sharply with Western depictions, which tend to emphasize her penitence and vulnerability. The Ethiopian view celebrates her as a woman of strength, resilience, and divine wisdom, whose presence was pivotal in spreading Christianity across Africa. Moreover, the story of Mary Magdalene in Ethiopian lore intertwines with local legend and folklore, blurring the lines between historical figure and mythic archetype. Some Ethiopian traditions even claim that Mary Magdalene's descendants founded royal dynasties or held spiritual guardianship over sacred sites, further deepening her enigmatic aura. These narratives reflect a complex process of cultural syncretism, where biblical characters are woven into the broader fabric of Ethiopia's indigenous beliefs and history. Despite these fascinating insights, the Ethiopian narratives about Mary Magdalene remain relatively understudied and often overshadowed by dominant Western Christian historiography. The scarcity of translations and the challenges of accessing ancient Guizi manuscripts have limited the global understanding of this unique strand of Mary Magdalene's story. However, ongoing scholarly efforts, including linguistic analysis and comparative theology, are beginning to illuminate the significance of Ethiopian perspectives in reconstructing early Christian history and female discipleship. In conclusion, the mysterious life of Mary Magdalene, as hidden in Ethiopian Scripture, challenges conventional portrayals and invites a richer, more nuanced understanding of her role in Christian origins. Far from being merely a penitent follower or peripheral figure, Ethiopian tradition enshrines her as a powerful apostle, missionary, and spiritual leader whose influence extended beyond the boundaries of the Mediterranean world into the heart of Africa. Exploring these ancient texts not only expands our historical knowledge, but also offers a vital reminder of the diverse ways Christian memory has been shaped across cultures and centuries. The story of Mary Magdalene in Ethiopia is a testament to the enduring human desire to reclaim lost voices and reinterpret sacred history through new and transformative lenses.